More than 1 million Americans have served in Iraq. This December, the last of them will be home. It began more than 8 years ago, March 19, 2003, with shock and awe. 20 days later, coalition forces took Baghdad. Weeks after that, mission accomplished. But that declaration was a costly mistake. The insurgency intensified. American casualties climbed. The tide turned only after President Bush ordered a surge of U.S. forces. Today, Saddam Hussein is long gone. A shaky democracy is taking hold as President Obama paid tribute to the 4,482 Americans killed in Iraq and the 32,213 wounded. In a moment, we'll hear from Martha Raddatz, who's traveled to the war zone more than 20 times. No American correspondent has spent more time with our troops. But we begin with Jake Tapper at the White House, where the president made the surprise announcement this afternoon.
There are roughly 39,000 U.S. troops in Iraq right now. Today, President Obama formally announced that by the end of the year, that number will be 0.
The long war in Iraq will come to an end by the end of this year.
The Iraqi government had asked President Obama for up to 5,000 U.S. troops to stay behind as trainers. That hit a snag when in negotiations the Iraqi refused to give those troops immunity from prosecution. So they all will leave.
The last American soldier will cross the border out of Iraq with their heads held high.
The president began his remarks by reiterating how central to his campaign was his promise to end the war.
As a candidate for president, I pledge to bring the war in Iraq to a responsible end.
Opposition to the war made his candidacy, having opposed it back in 2002 when he was still a state senator, even before the war began.
I don't oppose war in all circumstances. What I do oppose is a dumb war.
That opposition propelled him above rivals who had voted to go to war and later said they regretted it. Left unsaid by the president today, top military leaders say the conditions for today's announcement were created by the surge of U.S. troops in 2007, one that then Senator Obama strongly opposed. As of this summer, the war had cost U.S. taxpayers more than $700 billion, and a cost to troops and their families that cannot be tabulated on any spreadsheet.
Here at home, the coming months will be another season of homecomings.
And George, President Obama today cast the announcement as part of a larger transition with the deaths of Osama bin Laden, Anwar al-Awlaki, Muammar Gaddafi, and the beginning of the withdrawal of U.S. troops from Afghanistan. The president said the tide of war is receding. George?